Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie, and we've got a lot of work to do today as far as pulling orders goes. Anyways, I had a really big sales day yesterday, so which is random. Like, some of it I expected because I listed a pretty good many video games, but some of the other stuff I did not expect. So let's take a look at what sold. Okay, I listed this guitar effects pedal I think about 3 days ago. You'll see it on the screen. I'm using those completely screenshots today, I think. But yeah, this came in a box I bought for $10. Sold something out of it for $27 already. Plus now I've sold this for $2.50. So that was one heck of a box for $10. All right, always buy old film, Polaroid film, when you see it. Like this. It's probably not any good, but people buy it. I've sold quite a bit of Polaroid film like that. I don't remember buying it. I pulled this out of my death aisle. I mean. Sold a Mario Kart with steering wheel. I listed two, and I think I sold the other one too. But yeah, this one right here I listed with the Nerf wheel and got, I think, 30 bucks plus ship. Let me see. Yeah, $29.99 plus shipping on top. I think I might do padded flat rate on that one. Sold another video game to Johnny, a viewer named Johnny. He bought Animal Crossing. I didn't label the case. It's Animal Crossing City Folk. I call it disc only, but it does include this case right here. So yeah, here it is, and that is one of the games that I used the machine on. So thanks a lot, Johnny. Hope you enjoyed the game. Gonna get a lot of walking in today. I probably ought to keep video games up front, huh? Sold this Wii Fit Plus right here, $7.99 plus shipping on top. And I have another copy that I'm going to put. I have a Wii Fit balance board back there that I need to put with the other copy. But yeah, $7.99 plus shipping for that one. And then yes, I did sell the other, sorry for that wind. I did sell the other Mario Kart Wii. It is right, yeah. And this one sold, this has two wheels and they're both the actual Nintendo wheels. Not that it matters that much, I guess, but it matters a little bit, I think. This one was Nerf. This one actually feels better, but yeah, $37.99 plus shipping on top for this. And I don't know if this is going to be a good thing to put in padded flat rate. I charge just priority shipping 1 to 2 pounds, so I'll see. Going back to the video game shelf again. Can't go back too many times because the games will all be gone. I sold this Command & Conquer Red Alert, the music of. It's a CD. Sold it really quick for 10 bucks plus shipping. So when I first saw it, I was like, that's probably not going to be worth anything. And it wasn't worth a ton, but I can't believe how quick it sold. Sold 8 of these Connections disc, and to Heather, and I'm pretty sure Heather is a viewer. I'm pretty sure she is. So hello, Heather, and thank you very much for buying these. I actually saw this Boba Fett sold for like around 50 bucks a while back. So I don't know if it still has that same level of desirability or not, but it did a while back. And I took offers on these. How much should I take on this? It was a pretty good bit lower than what I listed them for. Okay, yeah. The Vaders I took 30 on. The Boba Fett's I took 35 on. So this is $65 total. So plus I'm throwing in a few extra. So thank you very much, Heather, if you're a viewer. I'm pretty sure you are, though. And I sold some more Galactic Connections. Actually, I sold 4 of these boxes to one buyer, which is kind of a best case scenario for me because I'm doing free shipping. And let's see, what am I getting? 3, 6, 10, 19. because I'm doing free shipping, and you know, it doesn't cost me a lot more to ship 4 of these than it does 1 of them. So maybe a little more, maybe. I don't even know how I'm going to ship these yet. Well, before I was going to go padded flat rate, and I definitely don't think 4 of these will go padded flat rate. Let's see, 19. So I might be going to like a regional A or a cubic type thing. Let's see, 319, 10. But I'm very happy to be moving this stuff now. There we go. And making a pretty good profit. All right, one more pull from the video game shelf. Dragon Ball Z, but it's disc only. Oh, actually, here we go. It's actually labeled on the edge. So the buyer of this left an interesting message. A little ominous, honestly. Kind of scared me a little bit. Let's see. I will buy from you again if this sale is legit. I'm going to need more games. Okay. I don't know if this is legit or not. I don't know what that means. What does it mean if this sale, like, it's a legit game? Boy, this one came out really clean. But yeah. Hope he likes it. Okay, we are on the other store now, and Inox, I sold, I hope it's this one because it's the last car on this shelf. Should be a 67 purple Camaro, and it is. This sold for $12.99 plus shipping on top. And yes, I did get all the other stuff packed. I sold 2 more video games. I sold 2 Star Wars games, actually. Battlefront 2 and Knights of the Old Republic. So let me go back here and grab those. Video games just fly, don't they? Let's see. Knights of the Old Republic for Xbox, and Star Wars Battlefront 2 Greatest Hits PlayStation 2. These sold for $9.99 a piece. PSOT plus shipping on top. And then finally, last thing I'm shipping today is a lot of 3 Batman figures. I put these up at auction and I got $17.50 plus shipping, and that is on mid-A shelf. Mid-A, and 3 Bat right here. Here we go. And I think this is going to have to go, some flavor of priority mail, whether I use this box or not. I'm not sure. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Yeah, it's going to be a 2-pound rate, so I might just ship it in this box. It's ready to go. So yeah, that's everything that's going out. Let me get this packed. Well, this is pretty awesome. All the packages fit into one IKEA bag, and that's like a really nice, that's a really nice sales day right there. Let's do some questions. I've got, I think, 16 pulled up on the 2 screens here, and I'm gonna fly through these today. I'm not gonna be slow about it. You watch. Right, huh? Your boy Holdy. I watch this reseller who sells shoes, and he always says something along the lines of, if you sell for 100, you aren't paying the fees. And I'm just wondering if that's true, and if so, does that work for everything? It does not work for everything. It's only, now this is as far as I know. You'd want to do some more research yourself, of course, but here, it's this thing right here. Athletic shoes fee FAQ. Which fees are being eliminated in the athletic shoes category? Insertion fee charged is free if the starting price is 100 or more. In addition, the final value fee charged when an item sells is 0% of the selling price if the item is 100 or more. not including shipping, handling, taxes, or fees. So yeah, so in that category, it would not be wise for athletic shoes to sell a pair of shoes for $95 plus shipping, because then you'd be paying about 10 bucks in fees. So yeah, I'll link to this. I'll link to this down below. But yeah, that's what they're referring to. I'm not a big shoe seller, so I don't know. But yeah, it would make selling the high, that's eBay's way of getting y'all to sell more higher end stuff in the shoe category. I don't know when that ends or anything like that. So again, do some research on that. C Nash, now that you have received that barcode scanner, talking about this guy right here, what inventory management system are you going to use? I bought a barcode scanner and I haven't found a good system to use at this point. Looking for something a little more automated, but not something that will integrate with QuickBooks and such. Something simple. I wish I could give you a little more information on stuff like that, but I'm not, like, that's not the reason I wanted that. I simply wanted the barcode scanner whenever I'm selling brand new product, instead of having to look, you know, these are bifocals, believe it or not, having to like look at the barcode and then punch the numbers in and all that. Just beep. That's the only reason I have it, is just to scan the barcode on items like that. I might use it for other stuff later, but no, I'm not doing. The only inventory management system I do is whenever I list the item in the custom SKU field, I put the location there, and then whenever the order pops up, I see the location, I go pull the item. That's all I use. That's the only thing I do as far as inventory management goes. Lynn Lamaster, are you a Louisiana native? I don't hear an accent. So I am a Louisiana native. I was born in Baton Rouge. My mother was born in Baton Rouge. My dad, however, was a Navy brat, and he was born in Virginia, and he moved all over the place. Hawaii, 29 Palms, California. He lived all over the place. So he had absolutely no accent. And that was the home I was raised in. So I guess I probably talk like him a lot. For the most part. So I've been told before I don't have a very heavy accent for being from Louisiana, and that's why. Len 90210. Now this is a good comment here, I think. And this is actually after I'd answered this question about it being dangerous just selling on one platform. I actually thought of this too. I'm like, man, I wish I would have said that. And then I read Len 90210 said it. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Give me a chance to revisit that. So Len says, the question you had about putting it all into selling an eBay only being dangerous is basically the same as working a full-time in one job, and that being dangerous as a person can be laid off. It all comes down to faith in your own abilities and selling on eBay or working at a full-time job. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. People that just work at a job every day, and that's all they got, they're at risk, I guess, unless their skills are extremely desirable and they know that they can get a new job right away. I mean, everyone's taking a lot of risk, and it's not to say it's a good thing. It's interesting though, I know quite a few people that had the full-time job, and then they had the eBay selling on the side, or whatever kind of selling on the side, and then job lays them off, boom, they're full-time sellers. They just drop right into full-time eBay selling. It's kind of the part-time selling is actually a very nice security blanket for them. Very nice, what do you call it? Security net, parachute, whatever. But yeah, I think that's a really good point. Anybody with just a job is taking a big risk. Alexander Morgan, Lonnie, what job or profession came before eBay for you? Well, I was actually, I had a job for quite a few years. I was a poker dealer, and I was a supervisor a lot of the times too. I did both, and that was actually a pretty good job. The hours were horrible, the money was great. I somewhat liked it, I guess. It wasn't really like fulfilling work or anything. Done a lot of other things before that in the past, but that was the last like job I had. Poker room closed, And I ended up getting another job with Apple, working from home. They sent me an iMac. I did like, I think 6 to 8 weeks of training. And yeah, I work from home. I'd wake up, sit in front of the Mac, take calls, you know, like, yeah, it was actually kind of cool, but it was also kind of stressful because every time I pick up the phone, somebody had a problem. Nobody ever, like, it was always trying to fix some kind of issue, and a lot of times the people were usually pretty nice, but a lot of times they weren't, or they were frustrated, or I don't know. It was a high stress job, and Apple is a really good company, but they put a lot of stress on their employees. Very demanding. So wasn't a bad gig though, I guess. But anyways, quit that, and yeah, now I'm here. So it all worked out. But yeah, I did a lot of other stuff before that too. Photography, Air Force, let's see, what else? Oh, phone man. I was a phone repairman, all kind of stuff. Steven, if you're selling 700 pops and listing 50 at a time, can I suggest splitting all the pops into categories like Star Wars, Harry Potter, etc.? You're helping collectors this way and helping noobs get going by being able to purchase multiple pops of their favorite. Yeah, you're more likely to get bigger single orders. I agree with you on that. I think that is a smart way to go. If you're going to be a serious Funko seller, I would suggest doing that. In my case, I don't know if I really needed to do that because they all sold. But yeah, I think that's a good idea though. I really do. Mod and pop thrift. So I'm curious about this Pippen shelf. Is it Scottie Pippen, like Chicago Bulls great, or Pippen Took of Lord of the Rings? Candace saw a Broadway play in New York City called Pippen. And I don't know, a musical. This is it. Pippen. 1972 musical with music and lyrics by Stephen Schwartz, and a book by, so that is what Pippen is named after. And Pippen is our dog, by the way. Pippen is our dog.
Go get your nose.
I'll put a picture of him right there. Let's see, what else we got? Oh, other page. I'm going fast. Trying to learn this. Do you have a beginner's guide to start selling on eBay, like what everyday items you need to keep on hand to avoid issues? I don't, but that's a really good idea. I'm gonna write that down because I think that's a great idea. I don't know if it would be like a web page or a video or what, but I like that. That's a good project. Jay said, any chance someone could tell me what Lonnie is talking about? eBay's new listing thing where you can list like 75,000 collectible things. I talked about this in a video maybe a week ago or something, but I'm talking about this right here, insertion fee update that goes into effect on August 1st, supposedly, allegedly, just for people that have signed up or are in managed payments. And I'm going to link this down below in the description so you can go look at it. I'm not gonna talk about it again, but it's definitely something you need to read. If yeah, just read it because it's a pretty good update. Fizz Gig. Now Fizz Gig had a $500 package that was missing, and customer was of course wondering where it was, wanted a refund, opened the case, all that stuff. So yesterday that $575 package was scanned, and it legit went from my post office in Chicago to Forest Park. For almost 3 weeks it sat there. So that is good. So that package got scanned. It's not disappeared anymore. So if y'all are following the Fizz Gig package thing, then it sounds like the package is good now. So hopefully it'll get to the recipient in one piece. Best of luck with that. That's good news though. Rocco, is there any shame in pulling out the phone and looking things up? He's talking about thrift stores. Went to my first Goodwill and felt like I was keeping a secret and wanted no one to know what I was doing. So if you're just getting started, you say you just went to my first Goodwill. I remember when I first started doing garage sales and thrift stores, but mostly garage sales, it feels like whenever you're looking it up, it feels like you're doing something dirty and wrong. It also feels like everybody's looking at you. And you know what? That's not true. Everybody is not really looking at you. And if they are, so what? What are they going to say? Like, everybody everywhere has their nose in their phone all the time anyway. So just think about it like that. You know, they're going to assume you're texting somebody or whatever, right? Yeah, I understand though. Like when you first start and, you know, looking stuff up and whatever, you will feel a little self-conscious. Just keep doing it and you'll get over that. Don't worry about that. No big deal. Especially in a retail type setting where the prices are on the stuff and you're not buying from an individual. I wouldn't sweat it at all. At a garage sale, I'm going to be sometimes a little more, might hide it a little more. I don't really look that much stuff up now at garage sales, but yeah, don't worry about it. It's cool. Pick like a pro. Hey, would you buy the Stampin' Up stamps again? I just found a huge lot and I'm debating. Now that's 5 days ago, so they probably already made their decision. But yeah, I would. I paid $2 a piece for 60 of them. Now, I did have quite a few in the lot that I bought that were like $10 and up. There are a lot of them that go for like $4, $5, $6. So I think it would be good if you were looking at a large lot. Say if you were looking at 200 of them, I would maybe pick out 10 to 20 and comp those, and then find the average of those comps, apply it to the rest of them, whatever sample size you deem is you know, is adequate, and then kind of apply that price for the rest of them. You know, just trying to pull a sample and figure it out and estimate, because you know, maybe they're, you know, just like with video games, you have commons and pickles. You have commons and pickles with Stampin' Up stamps too. You know, I had some that were like over $30, and those some that were over $30 went a long way to making up for the ones that were like $6 or $7. But in general, I think I would buy the Stampin' Up stamps again if I got a good deal on them. Dahlia. Lonnie, what can I do when I list my items on eBay and then after a while they don't sell? eBay will automatically turn on offers. I don't like lowball offers on my free ship items. Can I keep eBay from turning on offers? I've had that happen before too, and I don't like it either. eBay, you can, I don't know how you keep them from turning on the offers, but you can go in and bulk edit your listings and turn the offers off after they've turned them on. Just bulk edit all your listings and turn all the offers off. That's the best thing I could tell you. I don't know how to stop it from happening though. I really don't. It doesn't, I'm not sure what rhyme or reason. I don't know if they have like a time limit on it or categories or what. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like it happens on everything though. Austin Art. How many items do you think a part-time seller should have listed at all times? I have roughly 300 items, but would like to increase my per day sales. Do you think it's true the more items you list, the more items you sell? I don't think going from 300 to say 500 items will make a big difference. I disagree. I think 300 to 500 items will make a big difference unless the items are junk. Like if you have 500 bad items, then you're not going to sell anything. You know, like adding a bunch of crappy items isn't going to help you out. I think that part-time sellers actually need to be pickier with the items they choose to spend their time on than full-time sellers, because their time is so limited. They have a job, they have a family probably or whatever, right? They have other things they want to do. So you have the opportunity, since you don't have to make a full-time income with eBay, you have the opportunity to say no to more stuff than I have to say yes to sometimes, because I got to get some sales volume going. You don't have to get the volume. So I don't know that I would put a number on the amount of items in the store, because I know if you look at Pete Craigslist Hunter, he doesn't have that many items on his eBay, but his turnover is huge. My turnover is pretty good too. Pete's turnover is crazy, and he sells a ton. I think one time he sold like $100,000 in a month. Now he's got employees and all that stuff, but still, he sold like $100,000 in a month, and I don't know how many items he has, but I don't think it's even 500, because he sells good, expensive stuff and it moves fast. So to put a number on something like that, if you're selling, say, I'll use one of RVA Flip's examples. If you have, say, collector's plates from the 80s, yeah, you might need to have about 5,000 of those to get a lot of sales every day, right? But if you have vintage stereo equipment, maybe you could run your business on by having 20 of those in stock or less, right? Because they'll just fly. Or video game business, you might be able to run that with 100, having 100 in your store, and those will sell out fast too. So I mean, it totally depends. I think the biggest number, I think a lot of people like to focus on how many items are in your store. Well, I could fill my store with a bunch of items, used socks, crappy shirts, you know, just a bunch of crap that ain't never gonna sell. I have some of that stuff, but that doesn't help you. Like, the number I would look at is how much money are you making every month. That's the important number. That's why we're doing this, right? So yeah, I'm not going to give you a number, I won't, but I'm going to tell you to focus on the metric that matters, and that is the money you make. That's what I think. Eddie Block Films, is Big Cartel Amazon? No, Big Cartel is not Amazon. Big Cartel, and I found out about Big Cartel from watching Paul Cantu and his crazy thrift videos. Dude, he's hilarious. I haven't watched him in a while, but he would go to the thrift store, buy stuff, and then he didn't mess with eBay or nothing else. He just put it directly on Big Cartel. He had a Big Cartel store, and that's how I knew about Big Cartel, was from watching him. And yeah, Big Cartel is just and I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I pay for it. But yeah, Big Cartel is just like an online store, you know, like Shopify or something like that. And the good thing about them is they're super cheap. You can have 50 items. This is the one I have, 50 items for 10 bucks a month. I could actually get away with dropping down to this one for now, so I'm not even using it. But yeah, these, and that doesn't sound like a lot, 50 items, but it is a lot, because the 50 items can be like multi-quantity. So like whenever I do have these things in stock and I'm selling them there, then this only counts as one item, even if I sell 2,000 of them. So yeah, Big Cartel, in my opinion, it's just probably the simplest way to do your own website store thing. But there aren't a ton of features to manipulate, which adds to the simplicity, but it may not be able to do everything that everybody needs. It's not everything to everyone, but I appreciate the simplicity and speed of which you can get it up and running, and the cost too. The cost is awesome. You ain't gonna beat $10 a month, or free for that matter. So yeah, I guess that's an ad for Big Cartel. So pay me, Big Cartel, or at least give me a free store. How about that? Last one, David V. How many returns do you get per week, per month? I did this question a couple months ago, and yeah, I might get, I think on average I probably get about 1 return a month. I have one thing coming back right now, is a one of those key fobs, one of those key fob things I sell every now and then. I have one of those coming back. They probably just bought the wrong thing, honestly, because I've sold a bunch of those, and I think I've had like 2 returns on those. I think car parts are just going to be a high return type category, but in general, not very many returns though. Really not, because I don't sell a lot of clothes. I don't sell a lot of car parts. I don't think collectibles are a very high, toys and collectibles, I don't think are a very high return type stuff, you know. So, and if you do a good job of describing, photoing, and testing, being honest about what you're selling, that'll go a long way towards reducing returns too. So I don't get many though. It usually is, my total return percentage is almost always under 1% of everything I sell. So it's not a big issue for me. So not too bad. I think a little over 20 minutes to answer 16 questions. That's very short for me. So thanks a bunch for spending the time with me. I'll see y'all again next time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.